Excited?
Sounds good. Start of the journey.
Start the journey, people. Reminisced Sunderland.
What's
Stadium of Light, lovely.
Aye, that's just before. Sunderland, Sunderland is at the end there. It's a bit like...
Can you tell drug stories for each one?
What's that?
For each part of the route, can you tell drug stories?
Park Lane's where we used to get our drugs.
Right.
In the Park Lane Bar.
Oh, right,
This was the Coterie Inn, I'm absolutely certain. It's obviously called Legacy now, which is pretty cool name for it.
Yeah.
It was the Coterie Inn. And that's where we purchased all the LSD the night we all got arrested. We don't go arrested, it was my fucking gobshite telling the police where the arrested was, but I was out there on LSD. I was just telling the truth. It's like a truth group, obviously. I bought all the acid in there.
So how much do you buy? What?
I can't remember, this man, like 20 tabs. I
A night supply.
Oh, a night supply was whenever I had a big party, busy party. So that's when we bought it. I remember it distinctly. And then we went in the park. We'll go in the park the other direction. So walk down here, I'll show you a couple of things.
There we go.
So this is the store, right?
Right.
During my heyday, right, must have been 1972, that patch there, all night, well, maybe it's every day of the week, because people were either on the jam roll, or at school or whatever, right? And in the summer days, all the hippies would be on that bank, smoking drugs, or out the heathen acid, and I'd be standing there pontificating. The universe is one, blah blah blah. We're all part of the universe and all that business. And I was like, fucking, I was like a kind of Charles Manson stroke fucking Buddha, what's his name? Timothy Leary, right? A dangerous time to be. My head, you know, it was like, I could have went fucking mental. If we'd been living in the country, there's a good possibility I could have ended up like Charlie Manson, because I was very fucking influential. No joking. I'm not having yours. It's scary when you think about it. And I'll be here pontificating, the universe is one, yada yada, Hare Krishna, yada yada yada. Right here. Amazing. What was there? It was kind of early days in the drug squad. One at that clued in on what was happening, right? But we started getting clued in and names came up, my name came up and various other people, and they fucking had us on the radar, bang, we're going to fucking get us, and they did. So this is one of the parks we used to take out acid in and just look at the flowers and have a great time. Anyway, so across here, across this bridge and through, is the flat which they live in. When I say flat, there's a bit of a hovel, and this is where all the young people got arrested. Through me running about and shouting Hare Krishna, and the police saying, "What's your address?" And because I was an acid, I was just telling the truth. I told them the address and I said, "There's loads of people around there taking LSD, having a great time." So the police went down and arrested everybody. I was the most popular man in Sunderland.
Gav, so was your assumption when you did this and told them all the names that they were going to go, "Hey man, let's get out these pig uniforms and have a great time"?
Yes. Yeah. In me kind of, in my imagination mode, I was just fucking out to the fucking box, you know what I mean? And I was just thinking, the police would be around there dancing with them, you know what I mean? I didn't know, you know what I mean? And also, I think it's like a truth, for me, LSD was like a truth serum.
Oh,
you just
right.
told the truth, you know what I mean? You just, if somebody asks you a question, you tell them the truth. You know what I mean?
20 years.
It's got to be 20 years since I've been in the car. Easy.
So what's the most acid you've taken at one time?
We used to just take, like, always two policemen. I'm getting paranoid. Is just probably two really strong ones.
Right.
And this particular night when we were arrested, very strong called Orange Sunshine from California, or that's what they reckon. Right? Probably made in Bradford, you know.
You've only been here once?
Once. I visited one in here. I get this kind of weird kind of feeling in my tummy. There was quite a few of us living in the street. There's looking at like real kind of hippie kind of
Yeah.
London type, isn't it? You know what I mean? And Ray McCormack used to live across there. He was a bullshitter. He's dead now. He fucking just was in his bed sitting and died about 5 years ago. Just broke it. He was a bullshitter. He was great, and he used to hang around with the Harry Krishna girls and all that, and go, "Oh, I'm a vegetarian." So he'd shag them, right? And I'd go around his house and he'd get the fucking bacon out his secret cupboard and we'd have bacon sandwiches. He was a real bullshitter, real problem. We presume it was something like this.
Right.
I'm sure this was the one. And what happened was, and this was kind of chronological, is we bought the drugs, acid, at I can't remember what it's called. That pub that's now Legacy, I can't remember. Whatever it was called, we bought the drugs, right? And we took some and we wandered around that park, which is brilliant, just tripping out and all that. There must have been about 20 of us, right? And we all went in here, right? In our basement where I remember we had candles, no lamps. We had electricity, but it was more kind of cosmic. And I was with my girlfriend Susan Blankenship, and we were both dressed in white, like John Lennon in New York, but I was right into this, right? White, like flared looms and a white top, and she had like a long flowing white dress. My girlfriend Susan Blankenship, right? And round us the long hair, right, Lennon, and she was like York, right, in the heat, right? And we're tripping in there and talking, right? And then I suddenly just went, "Fuck! I know the secret of the universe. We're all one in the first place." And I just went, "Fuck!" I started preaching to people, going, "This is what it is. This is what it is, man." And then people would go, "Fuck me," and everyone listening, and it was like, wow. And I turned to Susan and I went, "We have to go and tell me mum and dad about this." And tell them how in love we are and we're one with the universe, right? And you got to realise my mum and dad were in the 50s probably, or late 40s, just fucking square people, right? Really squares. And this was in October and it wasn't very warm. And I got in my head, we had to go along and tell them that we were in love and the universe was one and everything was great. So I searched around for a pair of boots, right, to put on. But it was a bit cold outside, October, right? And I only found one boot. This is fucking crazy. I put one kind of high-heeled cowboy boot on, right? And I only had one boot. We came out here. I got this one boot, right? And I went, "Let's go along and see me mum and dad, right? Let's go along and see me mum and dad. Hare Krishna, out in the street, and the two of us, Hare Krishna." We walked down here. And I'll tell you as we get down the bottom, walk down here onto the main road. And when we got to the main road, we're both rolling about the floor, right? Hare Krishna. And the police came along, fucking flashing lights. And we just thought we were drunk, because this was the early days when they were quite naive, the cops. They weren't really clued in what was happening. And they just thought we were drunk. So we kind of, and told us to get up and get on our way. And I walked with my mum and dad's with Susan. I'll tell you the rest. When me and Susan were rolling about the floor. I remember. We're talking 40 odd years ago probably. Remember we were rolling about the floor there. because we're just out of our fucking brains. And the police came, flashing lights.
Right.
What's wrong with you? Just thought we're drunk. Told us to stand up and fuck off. So we went along there. But
Did you try and explain the meaning of the universe to them?
No, never did that. Don't know why, never did. But I think a bit of paranoia was kicking in. We knew there was the police, we knew it was real. We knew it wouldn't be a fucking good idea to get busted, you know what I mean? Me and Susan going down here to see my mum and dad. Because my dad was a school caretaker at St Edmunds Grammar School, a big grammar school, around the corner. Just regular square people. It was Saturday night. It wasn't that late, it was about 11 or something like that, because the mad party, the LSD party, tea time, maybe it's 9 o'clock, and we probably left, but it was probably 11 at night. Just square people sitting watching the telly, the son comes banging on the door. My dad's first went out. When he opened the door, he said, "Is she pregnant?" That was the first thing he said. Which is a bit judgmental, isn't it?
If only you knew the news was worse than that.
Brushed past him into the house. Hare Krishna. The poor mum's going, he's gone mad, he's possessed by the devil. And I had really long hair, round glasses. And Susan's running around the house, right? And and this is funny. Some people didn't believe me, but this is absolutely fucking stone cold true. I was wearing these white trousers called loons, right? They used to sell them in Carnaby Street and all that. And they were American naval trousers. And they buttoned up like that. You unfasten all the buttons to go to the toilet. I think they were original naval trousers. So they go like that. And I couldn't operate them properly because I was out of the fucking brains. So I took Susan into the toilet so I could get a piss, right? And once I got the genitals out, and I'm with a female woman, we're fucking trying to shag on the floor, we're sitting in the bathroom. Bathroom toilet. I'm just a young man, I'm 22, she's a gorgeous young lassie, right? And my mum and dad came in and went, "What's going on here?" And my mum threw a bucket of water over us like two dogs, you know? To separate us. Susan fucking freaked, just ran out the house, left me and mum and dad, left them. I'm running about the house going, "Hare Krishna, I am God, I am the devil, I am one with the universe." And my mum was going, "Hold him down, I'm going to cut his hair. If we cut his hair, he's possessed by the devil." Because she thought, if you cut my hair, because I was a crazy hippie, I'm going to lose all my power. And I'm going, "I fucking hate you," and all that shit. I mean, that's scary stuff to do to your square parents. I did apologise to them like 30 years later. I went round the house and really sat down and said, "Listen, from my heart, I was out and I was a fuckwit," you know what I mean? This is the house, which me and Susan came up to tell me mum and dad we were so in love and we were one with the universe, and they should know about this. It just seems so logical to tell them that we were in love and we were one with the universe, and they were as well. My poor mum, square mum and dad, 11 o'clock at night, Saturday night, in this house, mind their own fucking business, right? That was my old bedroom, yeah, that window there. This modern bit at the back used to be our old kitchen, they've all jazzed that up. Anyway, so knocks on that front door, dad answers the door, "Is she pregnant?" Pushes past him, so I'm in the house, that's where it's all going on. And Susan fucks off along here, soaking wet, after the bucket incident in the toilet. She fucks off along here. And there was a gate, a big school double gate there.
Right.
And I had a long uni scarf on for some reason, some very pretentious cunt, some kind of university scarf on. And my dad was freaking out, but I was going, "Wah!" And he came out and he fastened us with his scarf like that to the fence to restrain me. So I'm running all off my fucking head going, "Wah!" He restrained us, right? And as I was talking to him, right, he was going, "Wah!" And all the things were going through my head of how many times he'd smacked us when I was a boy. Not in an evil battering, but I was a little cunt, like a little, right? And I remember I got one hand free, I punched him straight in the fucking mouth. Smacked him right in the mouth, which I feel fucking ashamed of. But at the time, it seemed justified. All the things in my head, when he'd smacked us as a boy, and went, you want to get your hair cut and all that, and I felt depressed, right? But I was a cunt. But smacked him right in the mouth. And I feel really bad about that. That's why I'm giving my own doubt. Anyway, so what happened was, I got away from the restraints, and I ran along there, and he ran after us. Fucking hell, just come back, son, come back. And he must have been a good guy, because you know what he did? He grabbed us and put us over his shoulders, like, you know, like a fireman, because he was a fucking strong guy, me dad, right? And he was carrying us back, bringing his son back to restrain him, right? And the police that had seen me and Susan rolling about the floor were patrolling along, right? And they stopped and went like, what's the story? And we thought, oh, my son's irrational, blah, blah, blah. So they came back to my house, and I'm going, I am Jesus, I am God, I am the devil. And then I must have phoned on the phoning machine, and a kind of ambulance stroke police vehicle arrived on a stretcher. And the fucking restrained us on a stretcher. Restrained us on a stretcher and put us in the back. I can laugh now, but it was fucking horrible, right? And they drove us to the fucking hospital to get assessed, right? And put us in the hospital. I'm lying in this white bed, and there's like lights above us, big lights, and I'm hallucinating fucking Tom and Jerry cartoons and all that business. And then just then, the fucking drug squad come in. Drug squad come in and go, are you going to store? Oh no, I've missed it around. It might have been, I can't remember, there was some point the drug squad says, have you been taking LSD? I was going, yeah, LSD is great, it's fantastic. So what's your address? And I'm going, 23 Park Place West. And they're going, what's happening there? I said, a big LSD party, it's fantastic. So they just left me in the hospital and went down and put in full squad of police, fucking door, smashed down, and all the hippies there, Hare Krishna in front of all the candles and all that. And like the fucking stormtroopers, they shit themselves, fucking the police. And that was me. I'm the most popular guy in town. Anyway, so cutting back to this, the same police were patrolling. They saw me and Susan rolling about the floor, and then bang, that's me. And then the police said, were you on LSD? And I went, yeah. So they said, I got done for possession because it was in my system, which is fucking bullshit today. If you got a lawyer, you'd get off of that, right? They said, you must have possessed it to be on it. So I got done for fucking possession, even though we never actually had any, right? But on a technicality. And they were going to put us away in fucking Durham for 5 years, banned. And it took us 40 years in a whole circle to be a decent musician, write songs. And I'm writing songs about them days and stuff. That's weird. Anyway, so that's about it really. That's the kind of, it's non-chronological at this point, but that's the only acid, one of the acid stories, right? That's the biggest and best one, that night, yes. So that's basically it. That was good fun.
Good, I've been around the world in a pen. Oh, they can't get tonight now, regional divide. I say I'm a Geordie that told me to fuck off. Yeah, I can step to the side. The looks on the train and we've got St. James, we've got broken pin. We're the bones on the train and we've got the stadium and you've got the beer. They both go to war to fight a common foe and stand like brothers through the fray. I'd give up me life for that Mackin by me side. Well, that Geordie